and welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and today I'm going to be making what I'm calling fast and fancy Christmas cards. I thought this year, instead of designing and ordering custom printed Christmas cards or holiday cards to send out to my clients, I would try to make my own. I am not sending out as many cards this year because I'm only selecting maybe a dozen, 2 dozen clients to send cards out to. So I thought that's a manageable number for me to make, but I still want them to be fast makes. And so what I've been doing throughout the year is whenever I see Glimmer plates that are holiday or Christmas, I've been buying them when they go on clearance. And so I have a couple of different sets that I want to play with, so I may have a few different videos that are in this vein of fast and fancy, because I think whenever you add foil to a card, you automatically make it fancy. So this particular foil plate that I'm using is called Filigree Glimmer Wreaths, and it's part of the Christmas Cascade collection by Becca Feakin, and it's still on clearance. I think it's $10 when I checked right before I did this voiceover recording. So fantastic deal. And what's really awesome about this is that there are actually 2 different wreath designs. You'll see the second one on my last card. I was aiming to make 5, but one of my foilings foiled onto my plate because I forgot to put a piece of cardstock down. So I lost one. But this one's circular, and then the second wreath design is an octagon shape. And I'm just doing some really simple mats and layers. I actually just raided my scrap folder for specialty papers. So I've got some embossed papers that are from Craft Perfect or Tonic Studios, some pearlescent papers that I embossed myself, or I don't think I used any handmade cotton papers, but basically I just looked for any kind of papers that looked special and different and would add some extra little texture and interest to my card, because I don't want to do anything too elaborate. But embossing a panel, super easy. And then I was able to find some coordinating glitter cardstock to match my foiling, because I just chose some fun foil colors to work with. Some of my cards are not Christmas specific, they're just, season's greetings, kind of your generic holiday sentiment. So I thought it would be safe to kind of use some non-traditional Christmas colors like this purple here. And this particular Glimmer set is really awesome because not only do you have the 2 different shape of wreaths, but the top half sentiment and the bottom half sentiment and the center image in the middle of the wreath, all of those are interchangeable. So you have a lot of different options for how you can mix and match your wreath design and the sentiments that you want to build up. So one of the really cool things for why I chose this set for batch making is not only is it a nice and beautiful fancy design, but because there are the 2 separate wreaths, there are plenty of sentiments that you can use, plenty of options for that center kind of image or icon. I was able to foil these in no time at all, because while one wreath was heating up on my foil or my Glimmer machine, I was preparing the next wreath. So cutting down the foil, choosing my colors, adding my sentiments, adding that center image, all of that good stuff. And by the time the first wreath was done heating up and I was able to pass it through my platinum machine, my second wreath was already prepped, card panel cut down, all of that good stuff, and I can just right away foil the next wreath. So because there's 2 and you have a lot of different options for mixing and matching, it went by so fast. Here's that second design, the octagon design. And this Glimmer set does not come with coordinating dies, but these are pretty simple shapes. So if you have a nice set of nesting dies, you're likely to be able to find something that's going to cut out with a nice border your glimmered design or your foiled design. And if you don't have a set of nesting dies, I would recommend getting the creative set, because it's fantastic value for money. Occasionally it'll go on sale from Craft Stash, and you get the largest one goes up to 8 by 8 inches, so huge dies. You may never make a card that large, but you never know if you start making larger cards or 3D projects or home decor. It's nice to have basic shape dies that go up to that size. And they go down to like maybe 1 inch square. So you end up getting like 18, 20 plus dies in one set. And they also have different borders, different edge designs. They're fantastic. So that's what I use to cut out my foiled topper and the glitter backing cardstock that I use. Now this piece of vellum that's foiled, I don't know where this is from. But I found it in my scrap folder and thought it would be really, really pretty to use. So I put the topper down first so that I knew I could put glue behind all of that. But I don't want the other areas to lift or bend up at all. So I'm just dotting a little bit of liquid adhesive where there's foiling. So basically just behind the stars. That way you don't see any of that adhesive through the vellum. And so you can see how fast and easy these cards are to put together. I have a couple of other glimmer plates that I want to try out. So I may have a couple more of these sort of fast and fancy Christmas cards where I just create these small batches. And I really think it's really effective, and they're flat too, which was important to me. I wanted these to be really easy mailers. And the last thing I'll probably do is just pick out some holiday or Christmas verse sentiments to stamp on the inside, and then a quick little note signature, and then I can pop these in the mail. So really fast, easy cards. If you make cards to sell, these would be great to sell as a set too. And you can see in the center there, I've got, the different icon options. You have the bells and then 2 different shapes of snowflakes. I hope that you enjoyed these cards today, and if you did, please consider liking, commenting, and sharing. And if you want to catch new videos as I publish them, click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Thanks so much, and until next time, happy crafting and have a fantastic day. Bye.